Cocaine. What up, people? This is Loch, aka Loch121. Follow me at Loch121. You know what I mean? Subscribe to my channel, hit them likes, hit the comments, share the videos, and all that. But we here to talk about Snowfall, Season 1, Episode 4, Trauma. You know what I mean? And as I thought, I was right about something, but we'll get into it and all that. You know, but we here to talk about a lot of Snowfall. Cocaine is what we talking about, people. Lots and lots of cocaine getting sold. All right, so let's get into it. Trying to shorten up these joints. Lucia, Pedro, and Oso have Enrique's body in a trunk dead. You know what I'm saying? That shit reminded me of that Nori song. It's a body in the trunk. All right, so yeah, Franklin, he practicing shooting, he missing everything. Leon tried to grab the gun anyway, you know, or whatever. So he practicing shooting for when he finds Carvel booty bandit ass. Right? So yes. Teddy goes to where Alejandro is. I don't know what country it is, maybe Nicaragua, somewhere in South America. Some kid snitches on him. He comes out, he gotta pull his gun out and say, you know, I'm hearing peace, and whatnot. It's not usually good for colored people when the white man lands down and says it's peace, but he talks to a woman, and he forgets his son's name. So he's like Father of the Year or whatever. And oh yeah, let me get my background right. Hold up. Right. So now we got the background right. So yeah, he talking to the woman. A helicopter comes by circling, and turns out that's Alejandro's wife, and she is gangster. Frank and Leon, they find Carvel. He bought a car with that nigga money, which reminds me of that meme about when somebody owes you money and they just balling out and shit and just looking like fuck. So he in the house drunk, high or something with a chick. He gets up and he falls out when Leon and Frank had broken this house or whatever. Falls out right in front of him. So I guess Oso got injured. Back to Oso and Lucia and Pedro. I guess he got injured, stabbed or something. She closes up the wound and puts some coke on it to make it where he can't feel it or whatever. It was kind of disgusting. Frank and Leon take the car to Avi with Carvel alive in the trunk. And it's a hot black chick there. Avi getting that cootie. So they playing tennis or some shit or something. And Avi gives them a shovel and tells them to go to the Mojave Desert and bury that motherfucker, basically. Teddy goes back to Teddy in the desert. He goes and he's like asking this lady a bunch of questions she ain't answering. He asking how the coke is made or whatever. And he asking how long it take. And she says it's possible to get it done faster. You know what I'm saying? After he bribed her, she tells him it takes exactly 48 minutes to do one stir. Like she got real detailed after he came off that bread. And so Teddy wants more cocaine. It's a white girl in town. Her name is Cocaine. Get inside your brain. They you like a lion. All right, so Teddy is talking to the kid who had snitched on him when he first got there or whatever. And they have a little conversation or whatever. So back to Franklin, they're driving and Carvel wakes up, starts making noise and shit. So boom. Then we go back to Pedro, Lucia, and Oso. Pedro shoots a possum. I guess that was to prove he could kill something. I don't know. I guess this goes more so towards the end. Carvel is making noise in the trunk, and Frank and Leon go past like some Roadwork or whatever, and they in the car playing music and shit, trying to play it off or whatever. Like they don't have a dude in the trunk, like right then. So All of a sudden, after they do that, after they go through the road work, Carvel, I guess, found a crowbar, rips through the back seat. Like, here's Johnny on their ass. Leon busting at him and all that, shooting at him. And eventually they pull over and he runs into the desert somewhere. So then Teddy is talking about how they need a new way to synthesize and ship the cocaine, and they need to synthesize it in the same place where they get it from, basically. And that's either Peru or Colombia, which I assume is Colombia, because Alejandro said he's trying to avoid dealing with the Colombians, because Teddy wants to transport a better way and synthesize the coke at the same place where it's grown at. You know what I mean? Teddy finds a transmitter in that kid who was a spy. And the only reason they haven't found him, he had the batteries in wrong. And Teddy says he just knows when somebody is lying to him. And Alejandro looking suspect because he killed them all. He killed the bitch. So I'm wondering why Lucia and Oso just don't go ahead and fuck. They laying in bed together. Oso, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to smash that, bro. Hulk smash. Oso smash that. Wrestle, salute, wrestle, smash that. You know what I mean? So, boom. Pedro gets a page from his father, and he has a pager because it's 1983. He has a pager. And so, Lucia tells him, go there, chill the fuck out, calm down, and I'm going to smoke your ass if you tell. But apparently what happened was the dude, Enrique, he fought Oso or something, and somehow Lucia ended up getting choked and about to die. And Pedro froze up when this happened and didn't save her, and Oso had to save her. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he wanted to shoot that possum. So they find Leon and Franklin back to the desert, the Mojave Desert or whatever. They find Carvel, bitch ass, and he already has been shot, which I kind of predicted. I didn't know how it would happen. I thought maybe they would catch him driving his car and shoot him, but instead they were driving the car. They did wound him. He was already wounded, and yes, just as I suspected, Leon would be the trigger man. Franklin couldn't do it, or whatever. Carvel, he wasn't acting tough either, though. He talking about, please don't. So Oso, apparently, they go back to Lucy and Oso. He crushed that dude's skull. Because earlier, Lucia had some kind of stuff in her hair, and now I'm assuming it was brain matter, and it really reminds me of Pulp Fiction. When my man Jules had brains in his Jerry curl. You know what I mean? Pedro comes back and he says that they bought the store. They think that Enrique fled and he was a thief and everything is cool. So Ted is about to leave and they got the cocaine in the Jeep and they hear a gunshot. And Al's wife had to kill that kid for being a spy. So then Teddy lets that kid's monkey loose, and Alejandro White gives him a letter that says tell him don't forget don't forget. That's what it said. And it's a picture in the letter, and it has Al and his wife with a kid, and they look super suburban and happy. Nothing like this killer, this dude, this warrior we see now, this revolutionary. So Frank said he goes and he sells that car to a car dude for like $23K, and then he had to get his bike to even it up. I think he got 800. He probably was 200 short. Probably took some of money he made to make up for that 200, or maybe he had 200. Maybe he ain't that broke because he did work a job. So yeah, he possibly has a couple of dollars of his own. So he goes to Ivy's, and the fine black girl is looking at him. So I don't know what's up with that. She looking back, he gonna beat that. Something gonna happen. And Ivy tells Franklin all the shit he needs to get away with killing somebody. Like, you need gloves, rubbing alcohol, whoop-de-woo. So take notes, killers, if you need to know the things that you need to get away with murking somebody. So they was gonna give him 3 bricks this time. And then Franklin tells Ivy that he's quitting and he don't want to sell dope no more. Mama, I don't want to sell dope no more. What you know about that ATL shit, nigga? That's Killer Mike shit, mixtape shit. Ivy says that he's surprised that Franklin lasted this long. He's like, whatever, shit ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. So then he walks off. I'm also mad that when he left the car place and got his money, he still walked away alone with all this money on him. Have you learned nothing, Franklin? Nah, you have not, nigga. You learned nothing. But I knew Leon was gonna pop his ass. I got a couple of questions about that though. I don't think that Leon has killed somebody before, but apparently he been gooned out, but he seemed pretty comfortable with smoking this nigga. I'm gonna say that. Didn't seem like he's gonna lose sleep over that shit for some reason. So I don't know. I'm wondering though. Leon seemed totally unaffected by the situation at all. So I'm gonna say that maybe Leon smoked somebody before. I don't know though. I don't know. He definitely has been gooned out. We'll say that. So in the trailer, apparently everybody heard something about what Franklin's been doing. I don't know if they heard about the raping and the murder, but they might have heard it. He had them things. I don't know. It looks like Alejandro is on a tarmac or something with some plane shit dead, but that could be anybody editing tricks or whatever. Frank gets choked by the police. It looked like it's a hood party though, maybe, and it has nothing to do with the shit he's been doing. And they just choke him out just for being a nigga. And maybe that pushes him to want to break the law again. I don't know. Pedro introduces Oso to Max, and they actually have a talk privately. They introduce him like he's some kind of big time something, or he does something. So I don't know. So yeah, that's what we got going on. I think that Franklin definitely will be into the game. I like the parallel of bodies in the trunk. Oso and them had a body in the trunk. They had a live dude in the trunk. Franklin couldn't do it when it came time to. Pedro couldn't do it when it came time to, for different reasons. Yeah, that was a very nice parallel between these two stories right here. But instead, they are not quitting. They are going forward with what they're doing, while Franklin is trying to quit. And I'm trying to think, where do I think this game will intersect? I still think that Ivy won't make it. And I think that Teddy is going to end up probably getting rid of Alejandro somehow, possibly. Or Alejandro will get rid of Teddy somehow. I don't know. But I think that somebody, in some manner, Franklin has to meet the plug for real. He needs to get with Teddy or Alejandro, somebody who can hit him with the mother load, with that life-changing shit. 3 bricks is cool, but they probably got 1,000. They probably got 50, 100. You know what I'm saying? Realistically, they can stole Franklin or whatever. Yeah, so Oso is crushing skulls. That's crazy. I definitely think that Leon is going to be the goon. He is going to be the trigger man from now on. But Franklin will have to get his hands dirty at some point. He will not stay clean. He will not stay clean. Not at the level he possibly could go with the dope game. So yeah, I'm out. This was a dope episode. I did like it. And yeah, I definitely thought that Leon would end up being a trigger man, which really reminds me of Baby Boys when they smoked Snoop. Reminds me of when they smoked Snoop. So follow me at Loch121 LOCH121. Subscribe to my channel, like, comment, share, give me questions, suggestions, whatever. Holla at me. Snowfall, trauma. I'm out like that. Check out the links in my description. I do music, people. I don't just watch TV. And I'm out.